The Kingdom Army, having gathered new troops and significant strength, commences its march towards the imperial capital of Enbar. In response to their movements, Emperor Edelgard orders her trusted retainer, Hubert, to the front lines to meet the Kingdom Army head-on. The two forces clash in the city streets.
It is unfortunate that because this takes place on the 30th, and the 31st is the Dude's birthday, that the game is going to end before we can celebrate the Dude's birthday. Well, that's the biggest crime out of all of this. We need our absolute A-team on this right now. Dimitri, you're in. Mercedes, you're in. Annette, of course, you are in. Dorothea, you're in. Hilda, you're in. Dudu, you're in. And honestly, I think Sedith, you're in. So I can bring... Ooh, I can go up to 12 this time. Felix, you're in. Who else do I want? Honestly, Constance has kind of surprised me throughout this, so... Honestly, I'll bring Constance. Raphael, big boy, I love you, you're in. And then Bernadetta, I love you. You're kind of squishy, but I love you. So you're in. Oh wait, I didn't assign adjutants here. Okay, Bernie is still a little squishy, so I'm gonna give her Marianne as a support and a healer. Who else do I want to bring on? Raphael? No. Sedith, actually, I think I'll give you Flame. Makes sense, right? And then... who should I bring as the last adjutant, and who should I assign them to? Do you want to... Honestly, we could just put Annette and Gilbert together, father and daughter together at last. What other performance enhancers we can give you? I've still got quite a few. You still can't use the Seraph Robe, so I'm gonna have to give that to someone else. Like, it's been a meme that we've been giving you all the items, but unfortunately you have maxed out whatever the Seraph Robe does. It increases HP by 5. I may as well give that to Mercedes here. And now her HP is higher than Annette's, but I think each character has their own, like, max stats, which is part of the problem here. What crest does Mercedes have again? And do I have the thing for it? Well, then again, I don't actually think you need the, I don't think it actually needs to be the crest. That's not really what we're trying to do here anyway. I still don't quite understand those items. But yes, we are looking to put healing items on our troops here. So I'll give you one. You definitely need one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you an elixir too. I think I have a couple of those, right? Yeah, got a couple of elixirs. Okay, I'm going to save here. And from there, let's begin the fight. Defeat the enemy commander, or all our units fall in battle.
Gates to the Imperial capital have been broken. All troops, storm in! The Emperor is within reach!
Imperial troops are dug in across the city. Let's cut through them and carve a route to the palace.
The Savior King arrives, hands red with blood. Let's give him a royal welcome. Artillery! Once the enemy is in range, fire at will.
Yeah, I don't understand how Hubert is still here.
Keep your focus and hold steady until they arrive.
Let me turn the map around so I can actually see where I'm going. Okay, just observing the field here. Hubert's on the far end. Really excuse me, really far end here. Hold the heck. I forgot. Maybe this isn't the final fight because I did not remember that this was a thing. Okay, so obviously Annette going in, and she's going in ham. I like the idea that To-Do doesn't even need to be armed to take that guy out, but then if he gets attacked, I want him to actually have some weapon equipped. No damage. And he's gonna pirouette his way
More
to
proof
your
of my
grave.
loyalty. I must admit, I did well.
Fierce Iron Fist.
Nice form.
I don't know if you want. I don't know if you want something called Iron Fist. I watched that show. It was not fantastic. Oh, somehow forgot Mercedes back here. That was it. I don't think that. Oh, Constance. Oh, Constance. That wasn't great. Oh man, that was not great at all. Oh boy. Oh, Raphael! Oh! Oh! Oh, the dream team is not being so dreamy. There's problems. Problems.
No strength left.
Oh, actually, that might have been a mistake. That was a mistake. Please, please dodge. Okay, good. He dodged. He's gonna. Oh gosh. Okay. Mistake. Mercedes, save Raphael, please. Okay, Constance. Oh, Constance, take that elixir. Oh my gosh, you are so squishy.
Allow me to demonstrate.
I also pirouetted to victory. Oh my gosh. Okay, Felix, take out that. Felix, you need to take out that guy on the turret because, my gosh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Move again? Did he move? Period. Because ultimately, what I want to do, I want to get Constance. Where was it? No, it wasn't that one. Wasn't there a... There's a, like a magic turret somewhere. Is this? It might be that. Somewhere there's a magic turret, and that's ultimately where I want to get Constance to. Wait, is this road actually blocked off? I think this road is actually blocked off. Or no, maybe not. He just has to go through the thicket. Okay, yeah, because Annette can get through. Oh, there's a thicket right there. Okay, well, Annette... It might not be a bad idea to put Annette on the turret, actually. I don't know, because Annette's still the heaviest hitter, so maybe not, but she can at least clear the way.
So they've stopped our reinforcements. We will need to thin their numbers as well, or else. If House Varley's troops arrive in time, we may be able to flank the kingdom's army.
House Varley. That's Bernadetta's dad, isn't it? Alright, so now, let's do this thing here. Flame Breath. I'm sure Annette can dodge it. Nope, she did not, but it only took her 3 damage, so it's not that bad. Yeah, that didn't actually do that much to Bernadetta. Okay, now it did that much to Bernadetta. Ooh, good one, Marianne. That's why I gave Bernie the healer partner. Okay, she can finally attack
It's almost a shame
Hubert
to kill
here.
you. Not even death will make you consequential.
I won't back down.
Okay, so this is a long time coming, Hubert.
We must place our faith in Her Majesty. Her victory is everything.
I do find it interesting that basically Hubert, if I'm understanding it right, Hubert only lives in one of the 4 routes of this game.
It's over. The way to the palace is clear. Let's move!
Okay.
Send your platoons to capture Enbar. There is to be no needless killing or pillaging. Understand?
Yes, Your Highness.
Edelgard awaits us. We will advance our main forces straight to the palace.
We can win this.
It is still early, Professor. We are up against Edelgard herself now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We will advance our troops and confront her. We must strike down the Emperor and end this war.
My life is yours, Your Highness.
Let's win this and go back home in victory. I'll do the very best I can.
On my honor as a knight, I will not lose.
I know the goddess is watching over us. Let's be sure to return home safely. All of us.
As a citizen of Fargus, I will fight with everything I have.
Is this what a do-or-die situation looks like? You would best give it your all too, General.
Go and win. Be the boar that you are. And don't you dare look back.
Alright, even Felix is getting in on this. Let's go!
Yes. I will... No. We will win this. Together. Everyone, move out!
We
The time
got
has nearly come.
this.
Yes, the anomaly should present itself shortly. However, there's no reason to fret. Besides, it's far too late to second guess. Now, assume your position. I can't promise your safety if you remain here. Very well. This pain is nothing compared to what I have already suffered.
Oh dang, she just goes straight for this form. I thought I had to fight her regular first, and then I fight this version of her. This is fine. Okay, awkwardly long shot, unnecessary.
We have annihilated Enbar's army. If we strike her down now, this war will finally be over. I imagine she intends to keep fighting until the bitter end. If this is the end she has chosen, it is my responsibility to see it through with her. Isn't that so, Emperor of Adrestia? We have no choice but to destroy each other. Such is the destiny we were born to. That is why I will now rise up to answer her iron will with the bite of my lance.
I will protect you at all costs. We will both live to see tomorrow. Your Majesty.
If the king falls here, that would mean my father's and brother's deaths were in vain. For Lenato, Kristoff, everyone, I will not lose.
Well, if I were to die now, I'd have a lot to explain to my brother.
All will be okay. I know we can win.
I won't falter, no matter who we're facing.
For all those who have lost their lives in this war, we cannot lose.
Let's win this!
It is time. Onward to our final battle!
They are here, but my progress cannot be stopped, no matter how many people try. The war's end will spell destruction for one.
Jeez, Edelgard, you've looked better.
There can only be one ruler of the world.
Okay. If I'm gonna do this properly, I need to have a healer on Constance, put a healer on Bernie. Oh, there she is, Marianne. And then... Yeah, I think that's gonna be okay. Okay, here we go. Before I forget, though, Battalion Guard. Battalion Guard, replenish. Replenish them all. And then Battalion Guard higher. Can I put one on Bernadetta? She still does not have high enough authority. You know what? Bernie, I love you. You can sit this one out. Who do I want to bring in to replace her, though? That's the important question. I already have 2 brawlers, so Caspar, probably not. I think I have enough with swords as well. I don't have any archers, and of my other archers, that would be Bernie, Shamir, and Ignatz, possibly Leone, but Leone still can't use Inexhaustible, so what's the point? I might just bring in Shamir. Okay, let's do a save. Actually, you know what? I'm even gonna do a save over here. And then do a fight. Take a deep breath. It's the final countdown.
Edelgard must be in the throne room. I would love nothing more than to charge in and settle this once and for all. But we must be mindful of the surrounding forces.
Okay, I will show what I've been talking about.
They are not wearing their standard Imperial uniforms.
We cannot allow our grand ambition to be stopped by these beasts.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt Gilbert. But I will show you what I did the last time, really quick, that brought me the win. So I did not charge straight in, because it's a direct line to frickin' Mecha Edelgard. I did not do that. However, I put all my troops into this side and then just charged through here. Came in through here. But by the time I got to this point, I think I had lost all but 3 of my units. And by the time I reached Edelgard, I only had Byleth, and I had Byleth and I had Ingrid left. They were the last 2. And the way that I managed to win was I had Ingrid on this tile here on her Pegasus Knight, and then her evasion was so high, Edelgard was like attacking, but Ingrid dodged like almost every single attack. Like, it got a little dicey towards the end. But Ingrid was here. Ingrid would dodge attacks and be attacking Edelgard. And then from here, I had Byleth, who between a bow and arrow and the Sword of the Creator had enough range to take on Edelgard as well. Edelgard would want to be targeting Byleth, but because she's in this tile and she can't go to these 2 tiles apparently, she only could attack, or maybe it wasn't right in these 2 tiles, maybe it was these 2 tiles, because there was an actual reason, like Edelgard was like blocked in somewhere where she couldn't get past Ingrid to go to Byleth. And that's why she was always constantly attacking Ingrid, and Ingrid was always dodging them. So I don't know if I could recreate that with Seteth. I probably could, honestly. He does have pretty good evasion. But I'm going to try to do my best. As tempting as it is for Annette to rush in and just kill Edelgard in one shot, which is not possible because Edelgard has 4 health bars. I want to move Annette in and take Edelgard down to 1 health bar, and then Dimitri. It has to be either Dimitri or Sari who make the final blow, preferably Dimitri. And then the rest of the troops are going to be taking care of all the other miscellaneous enemies that we have nearby.
At your service.
So I want to make sure we have Mercedes in a good place where she can be healing everybody.
Let's clean up.
Okay, let's start off with Shamir. I don't know how good of an idea this is, but I think I'm going to have a few go through here. And then I'm going to have a few go through here. Maybe not, actually. That's a big beast. Well, that's not too scary if I send, like, Felix in. Okay, it's scary. I sent Felix in. That was a mistake. What if we don't go that way? And instead, we make him go off to this side with everybody else, and we just ignore that the right side even exists. Okay, but Annette is going to go in from the front. A full frontal assault from Annette.
Leave it to me.
But yeah, we're going to attack from the left side.
You shall be obliterated. I will take you out so fast you will not have a chance to lament.
Oh, she can target from that far. Dang. I mean, the plus side, Dimitri had plenty of time to see it coming.
Where did that attack come from? If we do not find out, we have no chance of avoiding it.
We're in danger. Advance with caution.
Oh, she can attack a second time? That's not fair. Although she has identified Annette as... She's identified Annette as a threat, but Annette can't take the damage from that. My gosh.
Can't afford to
Annette actually, like, I did it for the lulz, but Annette somehow really is, like, actually killing it today. Killing it this entire run.
I can hear voices from the lower levels. Could it be enemy reinforcements?
Avoid losses by taking control of the stairwells. Block the enemy reinforcements.
Okay, they actually want me to go in front of the stairwell. Okay, we can take out some reinforcements here. We may leave a unit or two. Maybe we'll leave Hilda and Raphael by the stairwell just in case any come up behind us. We can always move them in later. I'm surprised that Sedith can't move over this rail. He's just like, it can't happen. I don't know what to tell you.
Too slow.
Dimitri's still dodging Edelgard's attacks like it's no one's business. Dorothea. She is identifying threats. Those threats are either not taking any damage from them or just continuing to dodge them. Okay, that somehow did the most amount of damage to Annette.
It had to be done.
These fools are caught up in the sacrifices at hand and cannot see the future ramifications at stake. We must bury them. We must trample the past underfoot and move onward to a brighter tomorrow.
Okay. Oh gosh, that does like nothing. Oh, okay, not looking the greatest for us right now. If I'm being honest, not looking the greatest.
His Highness.
Oh, did you?
I won't waste it.
Oh no.
You're done. Can't afford to lose.
Oh boy. Like, slowly but surely Annette is taking all these people out, but it is doing a lot more damage to her than I like. Not loving that. Oh, I forgot to...
Lower levels. Will they ever stop coming?
I forgot that I was going to do that.
Get control of the stairwells.
Okay, so I can start taking out Edelgard now. I can lay some of the groundwork here. Oh, that actually hit Annette? I thought it was doing no damage to her before. Oh, this could be bad, actually. I might lose Annette.
So, that grotesque creature was Edelgard. If she is prepared to transform her very body to fight for this future of hers, then I have no choice but to defeat her, even if it costs me my life. We must defend the present. After all, it is all that we truly have. Leave it to me. I won't be deterred!
Okay, there we go.
Hit me if you must.
Still not loving my chances here. Don't kill Annette. Oh God!
Slow you down. Go on without me.
My horse in the race! Oh, dicier than I expected. I thought we were gonna walk in and make short work of this, but definitely we aren't. Oh God. That guy, my son. Oh God! You know what, we can deal with reinforcements from that side. Let's just never speak of them again. Okay, I can't lose Sari. Can't lose Dimitri.
Leave it to me.
They are my last hopes. Cetus is gonna come charging in to save these guys. I should have just done the tactic I did before where I sent everybody to the left. Oh, Cetus!
I cannot allow myself to fall here. My role is too important.
Oh gosh, we're starting to lose people. Imagine if this was, imagine if this is classic mode. These people would be dead for real. For real, for real. Okay, let's line up to the stairs here so we can give Dimitri some reinforcements. Okay, Sublime Sword of the Creator. Let's take one.
I grow weak.
Growing weak. That had the crystal flames on that when that projectile she sent at me.
To be changed beyond all recognition. That is what lies at the end of the ideals you served so diligently. I have no pity for one such as you. If that is the future you hoped for, then you deserve no compassion.
Okay, he's taking it. He's tanking. It's good, and she's attacking me as well. I can tank it too. I've got the Thero shield. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try this. Annette may have fallen, but we have Mercedes. Mercedes is like my backup Annette. Okay, that's another health bar down. We're on to Edelgard's last health bar. Okay, hold on. Don't crit her though. I want Dimitri to be the one to take the final blow. Okay, I still don't know if I don't know if that's enough for Dimitri to take the final blow. I think so. Okay. Alright. Let's finish this. For Dedu, for Annette, for Cetus, for Rodrigue, for all of us. For Nadia! We did it.
Edelgard, it is over.
We did it. MVP Mercedes, really? That was not who I expected. I expected again to be either Dimitri, myself, or Annette.
Elle.
Who wouldn't see that coming? Not even gonna check on him? Actually, if the knife was in that deep, maybe don't pull it out, because now you just open the wound. More blood. You're gonna lose more blood that way, man.
A rising flame was alight as the flow of time carved a new history for Fodlan. The long reign of the Adrestian Empire finally met its end when the imperial capital, the city of Enbar, collapsed. After 5.5 years of war, a new age was set to begin. With Fodlan united as the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Archbishop Rhea, still weak from her imprisonment, stepped down from her position. The Church of Seiros began to take the needed steps to reorganize. Prince Dimitri formally ascended the throne, beginning his reign as the king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, which now included former Alliance and Imperial territories. Texts from the time claimed that the one who guided the king as he sought to create a world free from oppression became the new Archbishop of the Church of Seiros.
So Sari is the new Archbishop.
There you are. I apologize for the short notice, but I'm so glad you could make it. I'm sure you're very busy being the hero of Fodlan and all.
I have some time.
What a relief. I have to ask you something, but I'd hate to inconvenience you. Do you mind hearing me out?
I'd be happy to.
Ah, great. Here it is. I'm going to Ferdiad to meet with my adoptive father, and I'd like you to accompany me.
Okay, what for?
I feel the need to set things straight with him, in my own way. I've already decided exactly what I'm going to say. I'm choosing to live my life how I want, in pursuit of my own happiness. I need you to accept that. I'm in charge of my own destiny, not you, not anyone else, just me. I've waited so long to say all that.
Why do you need me to accompany you?
That's a very good question. Where do I start? Remember when I teased that I'd fallen for you? The truth is, that wasn't entirely in jest. I fell for you some time ago. In fact, I'd very much like to spend my life with you. Of course, that's only if you'll have me.
I had something similar in mind.
Oh my goodness!
I love you, Mercedes. Let's get married.
Yes, let's! You've no idea what this means to me. This may be the happiest I've ever been. I'm so glad I could finally express my feelings. Now we can live the rest of our lives together. To think, I was able to choose this path of my own volition, and now I get to walk it with you. Should one person be allowed this much happiness? But still, you're only given one life. Are you sure you want to spend it with me? I may be quite demanding at times, as I intend on pursuing my dreams. I want to help those in need, wherever they may be, and I won't give up on that.
I'll always support you.
I thought that's what you might say. Perhaps that's why I fell for you. It's just the way you are. All right, let's be off. It's no short journey to Ferdiad. Oh, something to note.
Yes?
You should know that I can be quite scatterbrained and clumsy, but I will do everything in my power to help and support you too, whatever you may need. What a wonderful life we will lead together.
So yeah, it wasn't my original plan to choose Mercedes, but as I was editing, I was kind of noticing a really good through line, and I just couldn't resist by the end of it. Battle data. Oh, this part might take a while, honestly. As I got... Oh, even from the very first time we got Annette, she was taking MVP. But yeah, I wasn't... But while I was editing the footage, I was realizing that there was kind of a good through line with Mercedes, and it was kind of like a mistake and a funny joke when she was the one who turned up at the Goddess Tower. But like even before then, I was starting to notice a lot of like things with Mercedes that I thought was like a fun, cute little narrative. So in the end, I stopped kind of like hinting at who I wanted to romance, because for the longest time I was undecided. I was gonna romance either Dimitri, Didu, Dorothea, or eventually I put Mercedes on that list, but it was at the time it was really only Dimitri, Didu, or Dorothea were my original three options. And by the end of it, I actually didn't even have Dimitri on one of my options. So I did it. I chose Mercedes, and I do not regret. At some point during the battle data, there's just going to be a big long period where there's going to be like a million ones with Annette where I was like level grinding her, and then a million ones with like other characters where I was level grinding them. And here we go, the first one with the new design after the time skip. We have all the Annettes rolling in. And me. I think if I had been a male Violet, I probably would have considered romancing Annette because of how important she was to the series. But, you know, I think it's fine the way it is. There was an MVP for Flame? I honestly don't remember Flame ever being an MVP. Or are these only... Maybe these are only... Not. These might actually only be... Okay, yeah. They did not include all the in-between battles I did for level grinding, because that was way too few. I did so many of those off camera. Like it took a few days to get Annette to level 50. Okay, but here we go. Now we're finding out about all our characters. Anna's business savvy proved to be a great asset in the post-war reconstruction of Garrick Mach. Once the restoration was complete, she disappeared from the area entirely, though tales of a mysterious merchant were passed down in every corner of the world for centuries to come. Some say she continues her travels even to this day, eternally peddling her wares, ever in search of the next lucrative opportunity. And Cyril. Unable to serve Rhea longer, Cyril nearly left the church. He was persuaded to sway, however, to assist in rebuilding the monastery and help maintain. Thanks to his devoted work ethic, the Officers Academy was able to reopen a few years later. When the new students took the reception hall, Cyril found himself among them. Okay, Lorenz. Soon after the war, Lorenz assumed leadership over House Gloucester and helped govern Fodlan as a representative of the Old Alliance Lords. His political talent yielded revolutionary policy changes, many of which were particular benefit to the common folk. Gilbert. Gilbert returned to Ferdinand and resumed his duty as a knight, fulfilling and serving King Dimitri for many years. Faithfully serving King Dimitri for many years. When he finally retired, it is said he spent the rest of his days coaching the young prince in the art of combat. Marianne. Survivor of the curse. Aww! Marianne returned home to a hero's welcome. The people praised her talent and acknowledged her as a savior of Fodlan. Her adopted father groomed her as a successor, teaching her the power of words over weapons. By the time she claimed her inheritance, she had transformed into one of Fodlan's most skilled orators. Guardian of Xanadu, Catherine. When Rhea resigned her position of Archbishop and left the Church of Saros, Catherine followed. She devoted herself wholly to Rhea's protection, and the two lived a life of quiet seclusion. The Thunderbrand remained always at her side. She came to be known by a different name, the Guardian of Xanadu. Okay, Balthus, King of Grappling. Balthus disappeared shortly after the war, but rumors of his exploits swirled around for a long time thereafter. Some say he returned to Capula, and became a protector of the mountain folk. Others say he remained right under Garrick Mock's nose as a prominent underworld figure. Whatever the truth, his tale of domination in the first ever all Fodlan tournament brawl is likely too persistent to be fake. I don't know what I said there. I missed it. Shamir, distant archer. Shortly after the war, Shamir gave up the mercenary life and disappeared. Though she was never heard from again, rumors swirled persistently for years of a master archer turned thief who lined her pockets and shaking down those who preyed upon the innocent. So she basically became Robin Hood. Sorcery Incarnate, Constance. For her service in the war and her innovations in magic, Constance von Neuval was among the first to receive peerage in the New Fodlan. For generations thereafter, her noble house was valued as the leader in magical research and development. Oh, okay, Ferdinand and Manuela. Almost immediately after becoming the new Duke Eyre, Ferdinand married Manuela, and the two dedicated themselves to Reformation efforts. Manuela lent her considerable talent and experience using personal connections she'd gained from her time as a songstress and teacher to assemble a team of talented people. Between her personal skills and her ability as a physician, she became so essential that she was called upon to bring reforms that helped Eyre territory and Fodlan at large. While she traveled the world, Ferdinand stayed behind to make it I'm trying to read this as fast as I can. Soon after the war, Flame disappeared. Ignat searched unsuccessfully for her for a time, but finally gave up and went home. With hard-won permission from his family, he then set out to travel the world as an artist. Years later, his journey took him by chance to Garrick Mock, where the statue of Saint Sethlin inspired him to paint. It was then that Flame appeared, wondering aloud why Ignatz had not painted her as he'd promised. Overjoyed, Ignatz devoted much of the rest of his artistic career to getting Flame's rightness just right. Her visions was finally captured in a work called The Second Advent of Saint, which was widely regarded as a masterpiece. Hothead General. Petra returned to her homeland of Brigid and inherited the throne from her grandfather. As ruler, she declared independence from Fodlan and renegotiated Brigid's diplomatic ties to Fodlan and Dagda on equal terms. At every step of the way, she was accompanied and supported by her husband, Caspar, who had left Fodlan behind to be with her. It is said that the people of Brigid were initially suspicious of the union due to Caspar's relations to the nemesis of their homeland, but that his tireless efforts on Brigid's behalf endeared him to them over time. It has certainly helped that he made the Queen very happy. Bernadetta and Yuri. Bernadetta's struggle with anxiety made it difficult for her to take over as the head of House Varley. She became so overwhelmed that when Yuri chanced to visit her domain, she literally grabbed hold of him and refused to let go. Baffling as it was for Yuri at the time, the particular state of affairs eventually led to marriage. The common folk were initially perplexed, but over the years they became grateful for Count Varley's surprising husband. His presence kept her calm and allowed her to deal with more people frequently and easily. As a result, her talent for governance blossomed in a rule widely celebrated. Okay, Sedith, ally of the Archbishop. Sedith remained at the monastery and worked to restore the authority of the Church of Saros. Doing away with his old strictness, he adopted a tolerant stance towards all. His encouragement of believers to respect those of other faiths helped people of Fodlan to find common ground with others. He got better. Sleepy Crestaller. Though Linhart researched vigorously for a method by which to remove Crest from Lysithea and save her life, the war ended before he could reach any conclusions. Lysithea, deciding she would return home for her parents, thanked Linhart and took her leave of Garrick Mock. Not to be deterred, Linhart set his affairs in order, renounced his noble title, and followed Lysithea to Ordelia territory to continue his research. Years later, his efforts bore fruit, and Lysithea's crests were successfully removed. With a new future ahead of her, Lysithea Sue renounced her noble claim, and the couple was married as commoners. They said they had a happy family. Ash and Ingrid, this is the one I was initially wanting to have. When the new king was crowned in Vargas, both Ash and Ingrid left their homes to travel Ferdiad and pledged themselves to the royal family as knights. They even swore to defend the king, come what may, no matter the cost. And to that end, they fought side by side in many battles together. They were both praised for their endless devotion and boundless courage, and their names went down in history as peerless knights. Many tales were told of their valor and how they became inseparable to each other over the years. A handful of those stories went as far as to suggest they fell in love and became husband and wife, but this may have been an embellishment. That's what I'm not happy with, but it happened. After more than 10 proposals, Dorothea finally relented and agreed to marry Sylvain. Together they inherited Gautier territory. With his support of his wife's council, the new Margrave Gautier was able to improve relations with the Shrang people, and thereby convince the local nobles that relics and crests were no longer an absolute requirement for survival. Due to their efforts, they went down in history as extraordinary lord and lady. It is said what finally convinced Dorothea to marry Sylvain was his promise that he would happily grow old together, so he was true to that word. Okay, Felix and Leonie, not exactly happy about this either, but it's whatever. Leonie took over as a mercenary group formerly led by Gerald. She made a name for herself as the supreme mercenary and was eventually hired by the young Duke Fraldarius, Felix. He entrusted her with many important tasks, and over time, Fraldarius' territory became Leonie's home base. The two spent a great deal of time drinking together, but Felix, learned to extract her payment for the drinks in advance. Okay, Raphael and Hilda, aww. Raphael returned to his hometown, where he served his liege lord and the knight for a time. Later, he gave it up to help manage the inn his family had opened during his time away. One day, to the great joy of Raphael's sister, Maya, Hilda came to visit. Maya had always treasured the necklace Hilda had made for her. Moved by this, Hilda gave Maya a new gift of a hairband, which inspired Maya to suggest that Raphael convert the inn to an accessory shop. Hilda decided to stay and help, and eventually became the shop's proprietor and chief artisan. She moved in with Raphael, and the two spent their lives happily together. Dedue and Annette. Sometime after the war, Dedue and Annette exchanged wedding vows in a modest ceremony and then settled down to a life in Ferdiad. For them, life after marriage stayed much the same as before. Dedue continued his duty to King Dimitri, and Annette took up a teaching position to Ferdiad School of Sorcery. Though each gave the other space for the work that was important to them, they made sure to spend much of their free time together and bond over the cooking and housework. I love them. Dimitri and Happy. After his coronation, Dimitri assumed the throne of Holy Vargas Kingdom, and his focus was first and foremost on the restoration of the kingdom, but at the same time worked to expose the schemes of Cornelia and those who conspired against the tragedy of Dusker. Always by his side was Happy, who relentlessly pursued those who slither in the dark, and with Dimitri's help, discovered a magic spell to rid herself of the condition. Once all had settled down, the pair was known to have tea together, often in the capital. It is said that Dimitri's tendency to discuss politics during tea time frequently moved Happy to smirk, shake her head, and sigh. And finally, us. Sari announced her marriage to Mercedes shortly before being named Archbishop of the Church of Saros. Mercedes took on duties as a cleric, though that work ensured that the church often offered special support to children who had lost their families during the war. The couple was said to mingle frequently among the people, working up the sweat right alongside them. They happily spent their lives ushering in a new era. And there we have it.
Reach for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. No, I wish I could stay here in cherished halls, in peaceful days. I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays. glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, comfort abounds, and I can feel I'm breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames of force I can't run from. As I live out each peaceful day, deep in my soul, oh, I know I can stay. So I wish I could hide away, hold tight to what I love, keep cruel fate at bay. As the rain falls on the path, I chase your shadow. I don't feel a single drop or the ground below. Then you turn to me and I stop before I know. And the lie upon my lips, I let it go. Cross my heart, making vows I know will be betrayed. A sad girl's please live only for a breath and then they fade. Don't ever take back your kind hand, lest precious love slip away like time's sand. Only we will know all that was lost, scars that we can't erase, show us life's true cost. The blue moonlight cuts across our sight as pure and clear as a ringing bell, reaching for us in the night. As the wind calms my thoughts, I hold strong on this terrace. I feel at peace, carried away by the wind's song. Open the door and walk away. Never give in to the call of yesterday. Memories that make